Oh my god. There's no way I can be serious at all in front of a camera. Hi, I'm Oliver, and this is Brian. We are two members of Monaco Group. I started the band actually, I guess 4 years ago, back when I was living in Boston, and I had just a bunch of songs that I wrote and a bunch of friends that I was playing with at the time, and we kind of wanted to make it more of an official thing, so started calling it Monaco Group. And we had a weekly residency at Wally's Jazz Cafe in Boston, which is a great venue back in Boston, so kind of gave us an outlet to get all these tunes out there, and we decided to go with an album.
I recently started playing saxophone in Oliver's group. We went to the same school in Boston, and I had my group and Oliver had his group, and we were both playing a lot around Boston, but we only played really a couple of times.
Yeah.
But since we moved to New York, then we started playing together a lot more in duo settings in Oliver's band.
Yeah, and I mean, I've always been a fan of Brian's playing, you know, since we're living really close together, and we have a lot of the similar influences, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. Broad influences too, because it's common, you know, in jazz that some people, well, in any music, that some people are very specific with their influences, but it's nice that we both, you know, we both really like rock, jazz, classical.
Really flows pretty naturally whenever we play. It's really fun.
Seems it was summer not long before, then it was all brand new, now the days are few.
Our album OMG is titled OMG because of Monaco Group, the name. I decided not to call the band overtly OMG because it's a little silly, but we like a little bit of a silliness in the band. All the songs are kind of like a compilation of an acoustic jazz vibe and a funk jazz vibe. Definitely influenced by a lot of different composers and artists. And it kind of shows in the different compositions. I guess, so in the album, yeah, we have a bunch of different influences on the album, and there's anything from, I think it's the second track is a vocal round that's on the album, and then in a live setting we tend to do that with, we mimic it with the saxophone and my voice and other instruments as well, and then we have like a straight kind of acoustic jazz band sound on it as well. So definitely my influences and Brian's influences and the band's influences are shown through in the album and in a live setting. So
I think the most prevalent influence, it's still within a modern jazz setting, but I think the most prevalent influence in this group specifically is the almost bluegrass singer-songwriter. I don't know if you hear that or even know that, but that's what comes out to me. Is that
I'm down. Yeah, I mean, anything that I like to ask, you know, the listeners and the players like what they hear, because it's pretty hard for me to hear my music with new ears, and it's really fun to play it with new players. Like, you know, Brian came into the group a little bit later, so we usually play the music, the same material that we've been playing for years, pretty differently, show by show, but also with new members as well. So it's really fun to do that. Hear the new members play it different ways. As far as new projects, we recently played a duo thing. We like to play a lot of duo,
right.
Just because it's fun and easy, and we actually, I think we get along musically pretty well. I hope he feels the same way. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, it's really fun because we can, and it's a pretty easy setup. And I think in February we're looking to play a couple dates around New York. I'm gonna be playing a solo show at South by Southwest this year, and I'm gonna be doing a clinic down there as well. So that's gonna be in March.
That's amazing. Didn't know that.
You know that now. That's great. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of, I guess we kind of do some stripped down gigs recently, but we like to do full band stuff too. We might have some full band shows in February and March coming up. Check out the album. We're really proud of it, and yeah, come around New York. We're gonna be playing around, so here Brian plays his great old sax.
But I don't wanna be the last one left hoping to hear you call. I don't wanna be the last one left hoping to hear you. I don't wanna be the last one left hoping